Next, we're going to see various scenes from the workout section of the video.
Okay, here in this section, we're going to learn some really good physical exercises to strengthen the muscles, tendons, and ligaments of the body without draining all the chi that we just work so hard to build up through the 8 pieces of brocade and the meditation. Unfortunately, in the West, exercise has the idea that you have to work out till you're completely exhausted, and unfortunately, this has more of a detrimental effect on the body rather than a beneficial effect. We don't want to drain the chi, we want to continue to build it up and preserve that which we already have. So we have to work out in a rather specific manner, not overdoing it and not underdoing it. We have to have a balance of yin and yang in the body so that we continue to move forward in our qigong training and in our health rather than backwards, which unfortunately very heavy exercising, such as weightlifting or very heavy long duration aerobics can sometimes do. So we're going to use exercises that just use our natural body weight, the weight of our limbs, as well as some light weight training done in a very specific manner to take our chi to a higher level. We're going to start off with some exercises that work the fingers as well as the forearms. In the body, there are many organ meridians for each of the systems that end in the fingertips. So by working the fingertips and strengthening the fingertips and the forearms, chi is generated in those areas, and then the chi flows back down through those particular vessels and meridians, strengthening the organ system. And this is one of the simple methods that we can improve our health and increase our immunity at the same time. Okay, down here on the floor, and we're going to do 3 different types of push-ups. The first one is going to be in a 2 shoulder width position, which is just as it describes. The hands are about the diameter of 2 shoulders width in distance, and that's going to work the biceps and the outer chest. The next one is going to be with the palms directly under the shoulders, and that evenly works the bicep, tricep, and about the middle part of the chest. Third one is going to be forming this shape here, kind of like a triangle. And we're going to place that right here under the solar plexus and push up. And these are probably the most difficult of these since it works just the tricep itself, and they're going to really build up, like I said, the tricep and the inner pec as well. So these, you may have trouble doing some of these depending on your level of strength. I like to kind of go outside in. You can go in different order, mix it up as you like. Okay, so here we are, and we're going to get into the 2 shoulder width position here. You can see, keep the body straight, up on the toes, classic push-up position. But down, look to the left, all right? And we're going to breathe out as we go up, and we're going to do 5 of each. 1, 2, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down. We're going to hold. All right. So you notice we do the holding at the end of the set, and that's to build up more tendon strength and more chi as well. Okay, we're down here on the floor, and we're going to start off with the basic ab crunch, but we're going to do the crunch a little differently. We're going to do an area where we're just going to move the upper body, and we're not going to really look to lift the entire upper body off the floor. We're going to do sort of a mini crunch, because our goal here is to build up the chi and not to drain it. So we want to build up the muscle, yes, and also look good, but we want to more importantly also maintain that chi buildup. So you can either put one hand behind the head and put one on the frontal abs. Okay, and I usually like to start off with 20. You can do 30 or 40. I found 20, anywhere between 20 and 30 is usually a good number. I sometimes do a couple of different sets a day, so I find that doing 2 or 3 sets with 20 is better than doing 1 set with 60. All right, so I'm just going to start off here, and you notice as I'm coming up, I'm doing a little bit of a hold. All right, doing a couple of half-second hold, and to build up the chi and build up a little bit of the tendons. There are 2 large tendons that go on either side of the abs, and the holding builds up some chi, just like with the rest of the working out. Anytime you're holding, it will build up chi. I think that's 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. We're going to hold 5 count. All right. We're going to lay on our side about a 45-degree angle. So we're going to have one leg on the floor and the other one up in the air. I usually like to keep both hands behind the head, as this tends to add extra weight to it, makes it a little more difficult. But again, we're not pulling up with the head, using the lower abs to pull up. And again, doing that half-second hold. 10, 11, 12. You can also keep one hand on the abs if you want, whichever way. 19, 20. Doing the holding. Okay. You can grab this is an 18-pound rubber-coated barbell. You can use this and practice your holding for several minutes. Something I like to do is, if I'm watching the show, every time there's a commercial break, I just get up and do a stance during the commercial break, which is typically about 5 minutes. And in an hour-long program, you got yourself about 20 minutes of stance work. So you get to watch your show and build up a lot of chi all at the same time. Again, it can be done with the barbell. You can also do horse stance squats, where you're coming up and down instead of just doing the holding. You could do 10 of these and then go into a holding, or do several minutes of stance work and then do 10 movements. You can mix and match however you like, depending on your workout. If you want to do the same thing in the one shoulder width position or the feet together position, whatever it happens to be.